Yep. Oh my gosh, I think we got him. He just used his log. How does he stop this? How does he stop this? Oh no. Dude, that happens to me all the time. That happens to me all the time. He just lost his entire tower. GG's. That's crazy. What is up, gamers? It's Jerky here, coming at you today with another banger of a deck. This should come as a surprise to no one when I say that Mortar is one of the best win conditions in the entire game right now. Just purely anecdotally speaking, I feel like I run up against a Mortar player inside the top 10,000 like every other match. It's either like Mortar or Evo Pekka Goblin Giant. And I've been saying for a long time that I feel like Mortar actually needs a really small nerf, and it hasn't quite happened yet, so that is why this deck right here is the #1 deck in the entire world. Well, technically speaking, the player who is the #1 in the world, Polaris, is using this deck, which is all the more reason that you should add this deck to your repertoire. It's a really strong deck, it's relatively simple to learn, and it does really well against Evo Pekka, which is why, from my point of view, I don't need to hear anything else. I'm ready to cook with this deck. But as we know, talk is cheap. So we're going to get into some games right now, and I will show you how to master this deck. Alright, into our first match of the video, and I'm really excited to show you how to use this deck. Like I said, it's really strong, Mortar's really strong, Goblinstein's really strong. I wouldn't put you guys on a deck that isn't really strong. Okay, Spear Goblin's at the bridge, fine starting play. We're going to go Goblinstein like this, kind of to mirror their Goblinstein. And I'm going to go for a defensive Mortar here as well. Yeah. Had a feeling he was going to go for some cheese like that, and then we're going to go bats onto the Doctor. Alright, easy peasy defense there. Wish the bats would have gone behind the Goblinstein, but it doesn't really matter. Goblin gang behind this. Maybe not the best Goblin gang. Okay, before I forget, I want everyone that's watching this video to comment a deck suggestion or a deck recommendation for me. I've seen a lot of comments that are like, play this deck or do a deck suggestions video. I'm going to be doing a deck suggestions video in the future. So if you have a deck that you think is really strong in the meta and it's a deck that I haven't played, maybe it's a homemade deck, comment it down below and I'm going to do a video with all of these decks in one. Also, if it's a fun deck or it's a troll deck, that's fine too. Just comment it. And just comment the reason why you want me to play it, more importantly. Yeah, I should have known he was going to do that. Okay, let's go Mortar here. Try and sneak this onto the tower. He doesn't have E-Spirit in hand, and yeah, that's going to hit the tower as well. And it gets the monster onto the tower. That's one of the issues with going Fisherman in the back, is like it pulls the things towards the tower. Okay, so the Goblinstein's going to go down, which is great. So that was a good offensive Mortar in my opinion. We're going to go gang down low here, and we've kind of made back a lot of the damage that we had lost, which is good. I'm going to try and predict the Bomber, and I'm going to go for the Miner. No, but it kind of works, I guess. I'm not 100% sure what he's running. Goblin, the raid should tell me. Maybe it's Pekka. I'm not 100% sure, but that's okay. We're going to go Cannon Cart over here, and then Evo Mortar. Just like I said, to pull everything over. Evo Bats to take care of the Bomber, because otherwise the Bomber gets too much damage. You could take a Lightning here, but I think it might be a little over aggressive. Okay, he goes for it. Alright, let's go like this. And then like this. Yep, that Miner there to tank for the Bomber is so important. I didn't mind for him going for that Lightning. I knew it would be a little too aggressive, and it was. So he got the Lightning chip, but we were able to take down the entire tower. I still don't really know what his win condition is. I'm going to set up an offensive Mortar over here. Maybe his win condition is just Goblinstein Lightning. I don't know. Okay, we're going to go for a high Goblinstein this time. And bats like this. Okay, Pekka makes sense. I don't know how he made it this long without playing a Pekka, though, to be completely honest. Nope, those are supposed to be arrows. Oops. It doesn't matter. He's not going to break through. Shouldn't break through, I should say. Yeah, Cannon Cart, too strong on defense. We can go Goblin Gang over here to pull this over. GG's to that Pekka player. I think we played it well. All we needed was one really good Mortar push. It's so hard to defend all of the spam in this deck, so we're going to hold that W, and I'll see you guys in the next match. Alright, up here against Iwa. And I feel like I was talking like for the first half of that video about the deck suggestion video, so I'm going to try and focus a little harder on suggestions for how to play the deck. Mortar is like, it's somewhat intuitive. It's not as technical as Expo. Oh, rip. Expo, it's like, I feel like there's a little bit of a steeper learning curve compared to learning how to play Mortar decks, in my opinion. Okay, let's see how he defends this. Let's see if he has a building or not. Okay, he does have a building. I'm just going to play arrows onto all of this and try and get that monster closer towards the tower. Doesn't quite get on the tower, so not worth popping the ability, but that's okay. So it looks like he's running Logbait here. That's a-okay. Logbait does really well against a lot of deck archetypes. We're going to go Cannon Cart here because he spams Dark Goblin. What does he play on this? He doesn't have Knight. Yeah, low log. Since the tower's targeting it, I'm going to go in with the Gang because the tower's targeting the Cannon Cart. Yeah, that's great chip right there. Dude, Cannon Cart is one of the most, like, annoying cards in the game, at least in my opinion. I'm going to go Miner behind it just in case he blocks with the Knight. Yeah, let's go like this. I'm even going to go Bats because he doesn't have Princess or anything, so, like, I don't have to worry about him sniping down those Bats. You know, I'm not sure if he has a Rocket. He might have Rocket. I'm going to go Arrows here. Nice, great arrows. And now, even if he gets a cannon down, I was going to say, I think we're going to be able to break through. Nice. Oh, and we got the Evo Skeletons. Very, very good. Unfortunately, the beam doesn't quite get on the tower, but we're fine. So in general, I think when you're playing this matchup, you want to make sure that you don't give a ton of rocket value in the back with the Goblinstein. Like, I'm going to try to avoid cycling Goblinstein behind my right side tower just because they have the rocket. And be primed to predicting the princesses and things like that. Or if you don't predict it, at least be able to play a card on it quickly. Goblin Gang here in case he goes for the princess. But it's also, I would have just cycled it anyway. Okay. I'm going to go Miner Bats here to apply some pressure, and then if he goes for anything, we can play arrows on it. Nice. That actually worked out really well for me, so I'm going to go Mortar here, because that Knight's going to start walking backwards. And then Cannon Cart to DPS down everything. Arrows onto all of this. I'm confident in my ability to defend a Goblin Barrel, because I have Goblin Gang. And this is going to be GG's because he can't defend this without a Dark Goblin or anything like that. So GG's, you can see how strong Mortar is, bro. You only need one push, and they just can't do anything about it. It feels bad, man. This is one of the most broken deck archetypes in the game. We're just overwhelming this guy. Feels bad, but also feels good at the same time. So super strong start. We're just going to pop this ability just to be annoying. Mortar's locked onto the tower. But when it rains, it pours with this deck. We're gonna get a second Mortar down just to flex on him. Spear Goblins to defend this side, and that's gonna be an easy GG's against Logbait. You hate to do it to one of your own kind, but I hope that was helpful for you. We're gonna hold that win, and I'll see you in the next match. Our next match against Fur. I think one of the cool things about Mortar specifically, and I guess you can do this with Expo, but the ability to use it offensively or defensively and have it be really freaking good. Like, not a lot of buildings. Oh, you can't be serious. Okay, RG gets a lot of value against the Mortar. So that's a little unfortunate, but it's all good. We're going to go Goblinstein here just to help defend this, and that's fine. Okay, fortunately, this deck does have a lot of secondary win conditions. Like, obviously, it has the Mortar. Is that going to get to the tower? No way. Wow, Goblinstein's so good. I cannot believe that got to the tower. We're just going to take that little extra damage there. So yeah, you might see me using Mortar defensively in this matchup. This is nice because I think my Cannon Cart survives this interaction. So I have an idea. I'm going to go for a Miner here because... Yep. Oh my gosh, I think we got him. He just used his log. How does he stop this? How does he stop this? Oh no! Dude, that happens to me all the time. That happens to me all the time. He just lost his entire tower. GG's. That's crazy. Cannon Cart, so annoying to defend against. Oh my god, we're going to hit him back with the own emote. The emote that he used on me. It's the only way. Oh my god, he just gave up. Dude, that's so satisfying. I think Cannon Cart is... not strong enough to warrant a nerf, but it's like an A tier card, arguably an S tier card. So just demolish that guy, little speeder on there. We'll see you in the next game. Okay, up here against Jess. Another reason that, you know, I try to pitch you on the deck or try and tell you why you should try the deck is because this is almost like a hybrid spam beatdown deck. Like, you have the spammy cards, but you also have the Mortar, the Goblinstein, things that are like really difficult to defend at a granular level. I'm actually going to go like this, and then I'm going to go for arrows because I want to get this Dock off the board. Yeah, he pops the ability. Little taste of my own medicine with the Dock there. It's not the end of the world. That's one of the hardest push to stop in the game, man. When they just go for Goblinstein spam at the bridge, like, it's just so frustrating. That's why we're starting to see buildings become very prominent in the meta. You know, everyone's running a building. As you should. As you should. Okay, we're going to cycle Bats in the back. That's unfortunate. Wasn't really expecting him to do that. So we're going to set up a Cannon Cart over to the side, help DPS everything down. He's running the deck. You know what deck I'm talking about. I don't even need to say it. Everyone knows what this deck is. We're going to have to arrows onto everything. It's Goblin Giant, Pekka, Fisherman. It's the most common deck in the meta. One of the most common decks in the meta, okay? I don't think it has Log, though. I do think it has Rage, so I'm going to go for a Miner here to try and catch him off guard and then go for Spear Goblins. Nice. We're going to get some Spear Goblin chip onto the tower. Okay. So, in this matchup, it's tough. I'm not going to lie to you. They have two really big tanks for you. They have the Pekka, they have the Goblin Giant. It's really hard to get Mortar locked. It's pretty difficult to defend. You kind of just need to like chip them out in the opposite lane if you can. That's essentially the best way to do it, and hope that you can defend. Be confident in your defense. Use Evo Mortar on defense, all of that good stuff. But if they play it perfectly, you're going to have a bad time. He kind of overspent there, though. That is good for us. So I will go Goblinstein here, and then I'm going to go Miner as well. Just to get these bats on the tower. Nice. And he does the right thing, and he Pekkas onto my Doctor, but he's going to take a lot of damage for that. I need to watch out for the Evo. I was going to say Evo. Okay, nice. He used the Rage, though. That's huge for us. I think he shouldn't have used the Rage like that. He kind of wasted it. Yeah, he knows it. He says, oops. We're going to go like this, and then we need to arrows the Bomber. Where's the Bomber? Where's the Bomber? Okay, he goes Fisherman. I'm still going to arrows. I think I'm going to hit something. He has to play something else, otherwise this gets a paramount amount of value. Okay, we're going to go Defensive Mortar here as well. Nice. Okay. Again, kind of a precarious placed cannon card in my opinion. Let's go like this. Start DPSing this down. Even with the Doctor behind it, it's not that big of a deal. The tides of the matchup feel like they're starting to turn, which is nice for us. We're going to go like this. Oh, I need to keep that Pekka off my tower. Okay. Wow. Goblinstein went the wrong way. That's kind of unfortunate for me. Okay, let's pop this ability here. And then we're going to pressure behind the Goblinstein because it's going to be tanking for the gang. Nice, beautiful. He had to Rage. We're going to go Miner Bats over here because he doesn't have Rage at cycle. Rage is one of the only good answers that he has for Bats. So we're going to try and get these Bats onto the tower. Ooh, Bats on the tower, Bats on the tower. Nice. Okay. I guess he has arrows, but you don't really want to play arrows on Bats, but you can. We're going to let this breathe for a second. That is the one thing, is he doesn't have a great answer for the Mortar or like the Defensive Mortar or anything. Okay. I'm going to set up a defense here as well. Nice, nice. That was a really bad Rage. I think he's going to maybe lose just because of that solely. Okay, we can go for a cannon cart here because it doesn't seem like he has a lightning. I think he would have played it by now, so we can just do that. Nice, okay. Okay, and I have to go for a defensive arrows here. Uh-oh. 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 Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Okay, we're alive. Okay, we're gonna go for defensive mortar. Maybe I got a little too overzealous on offense. That's on me. Okay. I think I'm gonna start going for minor arrows. Make sure that he doesn't break through. Okay, let's get these bats down. We have our champion card down, so it's really easy for us to cycle. Nice, nice. One more set of arrows is going to do it. So really good decision to just go for a cycle and hope that he can't break through in time. So GG's to that guy. That's not an easy matchup. Did we play it perfectly? I don't think so, but I'm really happy with how we played that. We're going to give him a little bit of BM, hit him with the thanks. And I'll see you in the next match. Up here against Muhammad. Hopefully it's not Muhammad Light. Nah, there's no way. There's no way, bro. It's bedtime in Egypt. There's no way this man is playing Clash Royale. You can start with the mortar. I think if you do start with a mortar, you just shouldn't overprotect it. That's like my one caveat. Like you can protect it, but don't like overprotect it, I would say. Okay, we're gonna go Goblinstein here. Okay. It's this type of game. Is this type of game I see. Okay, Goblinstein gonna actually be really, really helpful. Don't forget that it is also a really, really good card on defense. A lot of people, myself included, forget that. So just don't. So just don't. We're going to do Miner to tank for both sides. So Spear Goblins are going to get a lot of value, and the Doc is going to get a lot of value. Nice. He didn't even realize it was tanking for the other side. Huge. So we're unfortunately playing against no skill Elixir Golem. This deck should be fine against Elixir Golem. You just need to be careful around like the Night Witch. That's like the one thing that can kind of trip you up in this matchup. But defensive Goblinstein should do fairly well against all of that. Nice. Take care of the wizard. Come on, come on. Okay, wizard is in spell range, which is nice. I don't want to have to use arrows on it, but I'm going to against my better judgment. I think it's fine. Anything else was too risky, like Goblin Gang. That might have just been like destroyed. I'm gonna do this. He can go for rage if he wants, but if he does, he's gonna. Okay, I warned him. I warned him. I warned him not to do that. I warned him not to go for rage. Look at those bats. Look at those goblins. SMH, man. This game's not over though. Like one good push and your boy really can get cooked. We're going to do this. Why? Because like I said, one of the best defensive tools in the game. People don't think about it this way, but look at that. That push, I don't know how else I would have stopped that push. So I'll take that. Okay. Probably just going to drop a rage on this or something. We're going to go defensive mortar. Arrows, okay. I want to make him use his rage defensively. Okay, again, Goblinstein. We're just going to clog this lane. Bats here to keep this mortar healthy. Pop the Goblinstein ability. Mortar over here. Ooh, dude, this card is so versatile. I swear, bro. The Goblinstein, so underrated, in my opinion. Maybe it's properly rated, I should say. It's a properly rated card. We need to be careful. I'm not taking any chances. I'm just going to arrows. We're going to go bats as well. Minor. Block for the wizard. Not going to act like I did that on purpose, but that's okay. Defensive mortar. He can't break through. So typically, you would have seen Cannoneer, and you would have been like, dang, how does he beat this deck? But we ended up beating it. We're going to give him the good game, even though he's playing a toxic deck. We're playing a boosted deck as well. So it is what it is. Good game against Muhammad, and we'll see you in the next match. Up here against Rochambeau. I like that name. I think that's a dope name. If you've made it this far, shout outs to you watching my videos, supporting me. I don't want to sound like a broken record when I play it, but I love it. I love it. I mean, like, I'm almost at 5,000 subscribers. That is a lot of people every day who want to watch my video, enjoy like watching Clash, and it'll never get old. So thank you for supporting. I read every single one of the comments, except the mean ones. I don't read the mean ones. So thanks for supporting me. All right, Mortar, like I said, defensively seems like a very, very good option. Okay, like I said, we're gonna hope that this deck doesn't have lightning, or that he's not running it with lightning, because but even so, the cannon card is still gets a lot of value. I'm gonna go bats over here, try and force out a rage. Unfortunately, those spear goblins are gonna like diminish my cannon cart, but I guess better the cannon cart than the building. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's go Goblin Gang because he just used his arrows. I think the only thing he should have for this is Rage. Or he goes cards. Nice that he doesn't have his cards in hand. So this is the second time in the video that we're facing this matchup. I don't 100% know the exact cards that he has, but it's one of the most popular decks in the meta. No surprise, no surprise. Okay, we're going to go for a defensive cannon cart. I don't want to spend anything else, though, because he's probably just going to drop a Pekka on it. We haven't seen the Pekka. We haven't seen the Pekka. I'm surprised that has not played the Pekka yet. Maybe he'll play it right here. But typically, they'll play a Pekka and they'll play a Goblin Giant, so that way the Evos align, and that's when it's really difficult to stop. Cross the bridge. Please cross the bridge. Please cross the bridge. Come on. Nice, and Cannon Cart's going to turn into a building. Lol. That's amazing. Okay. Bomber? Arrows. Okay. So if I go... I'm fine if he uses bomber or guards on this. That would be fine with me. We're going to go cannon cart here. Yep. Okay. Cool. Kachu. Okay. Let's pull the monster over. And then we're going to do this to protect our cannon cart. Beautiful. This is good arrows just because it's hitting a lot of troops. Nice. Really good defense there. Way to not panic. Good job, us. Okay. I have an idea. We're going to go bang, 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 bang. I don't really want to be playing offensive mortars in this matchup. It's not a good look for us. Okay, used arrows, so we're going to go for a cannon card in the back here. Spear Goblin's over on this lane. He just went for the Pekka. So we're going to do this. I think he's going to go Goblin Giant. Oh, he doesn't. He goes for that instead. That's fine. Maybe we can get some damage onto the Doctor with our monster. He doesn't have a building, so let's go like this. We're going to go bats here as well. Ooh, bad timing on those bats, but that's okay. Get a second mortar down, and we're going to arrows onto everything over there. You can see just how strong the defense is. Like, when they don't have a spell for the mortar or the cannon cart, I mean, it's like, what are they supposed to do? Like, how do they break through against the mortar and a cannon cart? It's really frustrating. Nice. He has to go rage, so we're going to go spear goblins on the other side. Plus, he still needs to defend for the cannon cart. So in that instance, I really like the offensive mortar. Ooh, cannon cart. Because the tower's still shooting it. Nice. We're going to set up a defensive mortar here as well. That's a lot of damage on the tower. There's... Oh, he can arrow cycle. GG's. GG's to Rochambeau playing super boosted deck. And just kind of dismantled for the second time in a row. So it kind of goes to show that it wasn't really a fluke. If they have lightning, you have to play that matchup differently. But they didn't, so we're good. We'll hold that dub, and I'll see you in our final game. Into our final match of the video. It's been fun. It's been fun. You guys have been great. But I feel like you understand how to play this deck. This is one of the first decks that I played in a while that I'm like, wow, it really is just stupidly strong. Okay, he's just going to eat that. He went for log, so we're going to go minor bats as well. Arrows onto everything. Literally all of that because he missed a log. Okay, nice. He actually defended that pretty well, but he ate a ton of damage. Okay, so tornado, archers, fishermen. Maybe it's like a weird balloon deck. It could be a golem deck, too. But golem doesn't run log. I don't know what his deck is. Could be a hodgepodge deck. It's not too uncommon to see, like, homemade decks. Alright, we're gonna start the cycle up again. Maybe he'll log this. No. Yeah. Okay. We do not know what this man is running, and that's okay. Interesting. We like sports and we don't care who knows. Okay. Ooh, nice timing. Oh, no. Oh, emotional damage. It's a Royal Giant. I'm dumb. Okay, I know what he's running now. Okay. I think it's RG. But the Firecracker and Archers doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense. I don't get it. Typically, there's a really good RG Monk deck, but I don't think it runs Firecracker and arrows. But the rest of the cards make sense. Fisherman, it's probably Royal Giant. Okay, so I want to save Mortars for defense in general. I'm going to try and predict Archers here. I'm going to go Bats and then like go Miner here. Nice, and those are going to tank for the Bats. I like that play. That's one of my favorite plays. If you know they have Archers or they have Firecracker. We actually don't get that much from it, so it's kind of unfortunate. Here, I'm going to do this because I think he's going to pop the ability soon. Nice. Okay, we're fine. I'm going to pop our ability. Does that hit my own tower? I do not know how the interaction works. Wow. Okay. We can go Cannon Cart low. Like I said, I don't know what his deck is. I'm going to predict the Firecracker. Oh, nope, never mind. He played it right there. What is his deck? I don't understand. Okay, we're going to go Defensive Mortar. It might just be like a cheesy deck. Like, you know when people have like just cheese decks. He might try and go Monk here. Yeah, to protect everything. So, that's a smart play, Loki. Except he failed. Okay, he used his log, so we're going to pressure opposite lane. Boy might be in trouble. Nah, Firecracker. Ooh! Okay, I've decided I don't know what this deck is. I've decided. I thought I knew it. I don't know it. I don't know what I don't know. Okay. I decided we're going to go Offensive Mortar because I thought he had Royal Giant, but now I don't think so. We're going to go like this to catch maybe like something. He has to play something on that or he's going to lose. Okay, Cannon Cart here. And now we're inside of Arrow cycle range without even knowing what his win condition is. Kind of weird. Kind of makes me sad. I wish I could have seen what his win condition was. Maybe it was Monk Cheese, some Monk Cheddar. I don't know. Our deck is disgusting, though, so... Now, Bat, put it into Arrow's range. GG's to this guy. I'm going to see what his win condition is after this. I really want to see, but... Easy peasy. We're going to check his deck, and then I'll see you in the outro. Okay, yeah, I just checked his deck, and there is no win condition. I think he meant to have, like, Royal Giant instead of Firecracker, or instead of Archers. I don't know. Horrible deck. Don't play this deck. That's going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. I'll also put a link of this deck in the YouTube description as well, so it's easy to use. Again, #1 player in the world using this deck. It's really strong. It's really easy to play. I talk about learning curves and skill floors and skill ceilings. This deck, low skill floor and a high skill ceiling, which is exactly what we look for on this channel. So have fun with this deck. Let me know what you think about it, and don't forget to comment your deck suggestions for a future video where I play your viewer decks. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace.